Hi, yogis. Lizzie Lassiter. Welcome to our New Moon Male class about ease, easy restorative practice. Let me just close my curtain. The sutra that Mama Judith Hanson Lassiter uses as the overarching theme for restorative yoga is Stiram Sukham Asanam. It's Pada 2, verse 46 from the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali. Stiram Sukham Asanam, which means abiding in ease is asana. So abiding could also mean staying or settling, inhabiting, being. And that's what I thought we would take as our theme for our restorative class today. Ease, ease, letting it be easy. We're going to do a simple supported back bend and then a delicious shavasana and then a seated meditation. Let me pull up and share my screen. The theme here comes as well from this loving kindness meditation that I love from Sharon Salzberg. May I be safe, happy, healthy, and live with ease. So we'll work with this in our meditation, our seated meditation later in the class. If you're interested in learning more about restorative yoga, diving deeper with us, we offer one online restorative yoga teacher training in 2023. It starts on March 2nd. You can read more about it at lassiter.yoga. This is the website. Go here and click through on the Relax and Renew Restorative Yoga teacher training. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to do a supported bridge pose on a very easy setup. So I've taken a single blanket. We could, of course, do it much higher. We could do it on multiple blankets. We could do it on bolsters. Some of you know those variations. But today, in search of ease in the body, I'm taking a single blanket and folding it lengthwise from Tadasana. You can find these blanket folds in Mom's book, Restore and Rebalance. So one long skinny blanket that's going to go the length of my spine. Okay, and I'm going to make a back bend just here. I've got another blanket nearby to cover my knees and an eye cover. I'm going to get a timer for us. Cover the eyes. And before you lie down, you might want to place the blanket across the knees. The knees are bent. Very importantly, the feet are wide. I like to turn the toes in. And now I'm looking for this line here is going to be the lower tip of my shoulder blade. Yeah. So it is a subtle, deceptively subtle, gentle, easy back bend that opens across the breast. A very easy, supported Setu Bandha or bridge pose. And we'll breathe here for a few minutes of silence together. There's nothing to do here. There's no way to get it right or to get it wrong. This blanket beneath you, pressing upward and inviting a back bend in your upper thoracic spine, helps you turn your attention to the sensation of your breath. The sensations of breath bring you into the body and into this moment. Inhale the breath. Exhaling. Roll yourself to the side. The next pose is Shavasana, the Tadasana of restorative yoga. We're going to elevate the legs on a chair. So I'm going to use a yoga chair that I have, but it's not required. You could use a couch, is really comfortable, or a chair that doesn't have a back, or if it does have a back, turn it 90 degrees so your feet can go through. Not recommended in the second half of pregnancy, or if for any reason you shouldn't do an inversion, it is a gentle inversion, lifting the legs, although the head and the heart are on the same level. So I'm covering my chair with some padding, and I'll use a pillow for my head today. I have a sandbag. I know most of you don't have a sandbag, but let me show you how we'll use it. So I'm going to put my legs onto the chair and take a moment here to adjust the flesh of the calf, rolling the flesh out and making sure the backs of your knees are really supported. Then you need something, either you wrap a blanket and tuck it around, or I'm using a sandbag to give some weight onto the legs. You could also use a yoga strap or a scarf to tie the legs. It's not to tie the legs together, it's to keep them from falling apart. So you're not using any effort in your inner thighs and your adductors to hold the legs up. Feels really nice to take a blanket for warmth over the whole top of the chair. Yeah, covering yourself up, making a little tent. And then as you lie down, take a moment here and make sure your lower back is really in contact with the floor. As you may have noticed, I've covered my whole yoga mat with a really thick, cozy blanket because my floor is cold. Covering the eyes, as always, in restorative. Still, dark, quiet, and warm are the principles here. Adjust the pillow so it comes all the way down to your shoulders. And I like to tuck it in a little bit, bringing the cervical spine into slight flexion. Ease, sukham. Scan your body now, asking yourself, what adjustment could I make, if any, to bring more ease into my body? Set a timer for us for 20 minutes. Seems like a long time, but it's not going to feel like a long time when you're in the pose. When you find yourself thinking, when you notice yourself thinking, which is completely normal, when you're confronted with or surrounded by silence, when you create space for yourself, which is what we're doing together here for silence, it's completely normal to start thinking. So when you notice yourself thinking, first of all, it's celebration that you're noticing the thinking. It's not just default running your mental space, crowding out everything else. When you notice yourself thinking, invite yourself with a sense of ease, inhaling with a sense of ease, and exhaling, let yourself become a little bit heavier against the props and invite yourself into the sensations of the body right now, into lying here on the floor. What a gift, what a luxury, what a beautiful way to rewire your nervous system, to remind yourself that you absolutely have time to take care of yourself. You have time for ease. You have time for rest. Shavasana is a wonderful gift that you give to yourself and the world at the same time. So Making any last adjustments to your physical body here, spreading the hands wide. And we'll take Shavasana. Inhale the breath. Exhaling. Roll yourself to the side. Unwinding from the chair. And pause here for a few breaths. Press yourself up to sitting. Now we're going to take a seated meditation for 5 minutes to close our practice together. Find a comfortable, easy seated position. For me, that means tilting the pelvis slightly forward. You may even sit on the chair you were using for Shavasana, inviting the physical body to be comfortable, inviting ease into the body and loving kindness into the heart. I'll pull up that loving kindness meditation for us from Sharon Salzberg. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. We'll sit for 5 minutes together to bring us back together. I invite you as a framework for this meditation to use those phrases silently to yourself. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. Repeating them over and over to yourself. You can also think about people in your life. May they be safe. May they be safe. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. Inhaling the breath, open the palms away from the body. And with an exhalation, bring them together in front of your heart. Namaste. May we live like the lotus, at home in the muddy water. Thank you so much for your practice. Today, you have been officially restored. I do hope you'll consider joining us for our restorative yoga teacher training, Relax and Renew Level 1. You can find it on Lassiter.yoga. The mantra I invite you to take with you until the next new moon: how can I invite ease into my body? Stiram Sukham Asana. We'll see you next month.